So we have some snow on the ground Tuesday morning just before 7 a.m. Just like predicted, snow started about between 2 and 3, depending on where you are. I'll show you what's happened overnight, what you've missed if you have been lucky enough not to be out and about, but that's not our main concern this morning, and I don't think it will be for the next few hours. Here's a look at I-49 southbound at Missouri 2. This is just south of Harrisonville. So like I see some snow on the ground, but not snarling up traffic at all. Not seeing any bumper cars up and down all of 49, and just maybe one little area of slow traffic so far. So not enough to mess anything up too bad this morning. And snow wise, going forward, before I forget to say it, should be light, fluffy snow, should be big flakes. And so, that's great. Well, it's not, but it's great for all kinds of reasons, roadways. So, we get to skip the icy stuff this time, is what I think. But I think we have a little bit of a lull coming this morning in the snow, and then I think things pick back up a little bit later. But like I said, that is not our main issue right now. Temperatures around the region 1, 0. Those are the actual temperatures, but look at this. Let's pull up these wind chill temperatures. Some strong gusts. Seems to me like in the last 5 minutes or so, just listening outside, they have died down. But we were seeing some -18s just south of Kansas City. Number 17 wind chill around Harrisonville. -14 over in Clinton. And as always, Fort Scott, Nevada, just not quite as unlucky with that data. So let's take a look outside and see what's happening, what you've missed overnight. Here's a radar shot right now. Like I said, just showing you outside, not much happening up and down I-49, but there has been a little bit. This is radar data backed up to about 3 a.m. So let's look at that for a second. You can see where we can expect the most impact this morning. If you were watching with me yesterday, we've been watching, Vernon County and south, right? We've been watching Fort Scott, Girard, Pittsburgh, over towards Stockton, right? We think that that's where the heaviest of things is going to be. So we're off to a start there. And I think that will be the trend. And the good news with the overnight data that I've been looking at this morning is it appears to the bullseye, the snow area, is sagging further and further south for those heavier amounts that I was talking about last night. I think they've pushed on even further south out of our area. I still think we have snow potential for several inches, but I'll show you what I mean in just a minute. Let's get through the rest of the day first. Here between now and say 8 a.m., I think we have more of the same. It's just our temperatures are concerned. 8, 9. Here's late morning now, picking it up around 10. I think snow bands start back up. And I'm going to go out regional here and just let you watch this. And you can see we need to drop back just a second. There we go. So I'm going to go up to, get rid of a couple graphics here. Here we go. Toward 9 a.m. now, 10 a.m. Yeah, so this is, I think we're going to see something from 10, 11 a.m. on into when? Let's go over here to 1, 2 o'clock. Here's 2 o'clock. I like this shot. This shows us probably our most characteristic shot of this whole storm. And so I see flurries south of Kansas City through Harrisonville, Butler, Appleton. But where is it? It's along just south of Fort Scott, Nevada, Eldo, where that heaviest band picks up. And I that repeats itself a time or two today, but I think that's a good shot of probably where our heaviest amounts will wind up. And I'll show you the predicted totals in a little bit. So overall, not a change in the timing, and maybe a drop back in amounts too. And I'll show you probability in just a second. I was talking about that last night just to help you understand why we may see such a range, and some of us may really not get at all what we have been predicting. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and pull up some data for you. Here's our regional snow map. This is the snow map of Infinity. So this just keeps pushing south, like I say, and so I'm really hoping that Fort Scott, Nevada, you're out of those heavier amounts that we were worried about last night. I still think potential is there for 9 to 10 inches going up here towards Bates County, headed over towards Clinton. I think 7, and these may be higher end numbers now if this trend continues. Working up toward Cass, I think 5 to 6, and the Kansas City area is dropping off into 4 and 2 now. So, like I said, just keeps pushing south, and I think we'll take it. Here's kind of a regional depiction of that again. You can see where the heavier amounts. Now, even we're looking down towards Arkansas border to look at those. Here is why. Here's the probability chart I was putting up last night. This has even moved further south. That makes me feel better too. In the red area is our probability of snow over 3 inches, and then let me move over to a higher number here. This is probability of over 6 inches. Look how far south that has moved. So this suggesting that even a lot of our counties dropping out of the probability for more than 6 inches. I'm not quite quite on board with that yet. I think the potential is definitely still there for a little bit more than that, but the data trend at least is encouraging. So let's look at temperatures. This is another bad spot. What we're at right now, we have 1, 2, 3 degrees more to expect for the day today, and that is all we get. We drop back down. Let's see, 6 o'clock tomorrow, we're at zero. So we'll take a look at the winds and see how far below zero we are for our wind chill come tomorrow morning. So we'll keep watching things today. We'll see what these trends do. Again, I'm looking further down south, hoping that most of our area winds up with just an inch or so less than we have been saying, but I think the potential is still there. It's just a little bit too early to say. We'll keep an eye on things. I appreciate you joining me. Have a great